over? Yes, he does. Here comes Logano. Logano on the inside. A drag race. They're sideways. And it's going to be Logano getting the win.
And with that, welcome to the preview show delivered by FedEx. Everyone, Marty Snider from NBC Sports, Chris Rice from Colleague Racing. So we just saw it, Chris. Fair or foul on Joey Logano with that move at the end of the race to win and punch his ticket to Miami?
Well, I love what you said. Fair or foul? Let me put it in perspective here. We are going to make it to Homestead, everyone. You do anything you can do to get there. He did not wreck him. All he done was moved him to get him out of the way. Yes, Martin Truex Jr. raced clean for 7, 8, 10, 12, 15 laps. But it wasn't the last lap. It was the last lap to get to Homestead. And you can't expect to go to Texas and win and go to Phoenix and win, because let's think about it. Kevin Harvick dominates at Phoenix. You go to Texas, Martin Truex Jr. always runs well. So I'm telling you, you can't expect to win at Texas.
And I think to that point, it shows that Joey Logano thought, this is my one shot to be able to make it to Miami with an automatic berth. So he certainly took advantage of that. How about Martin Truex Jr.'s comments after the race that, okay, he won the battle. He's not going to win the war. I'm not going to let him win this championship. How can he make Joey Logano's life difficult over the next few weeks?
Well, they're going to race side by side again, I'm sure. It's not going to be the first time that they race side by side in the last 3 races leading up to Homestead. So he can make it a lot harder on him to pass. And even if Martin Truex Jr. somehow or another doesn't make it to Homestead to go for the championship, he can make it hard on him to win that championship without wrecking him. He even run better at Martinsville than I thought he would. So he can make it tough on him without even wrecking him. How hard it makes him to pass and where they pit on pit road. They can pick right in front of him, block him in every time. So it's a lot that can go on without wrecking him that can take him out of the championship.
Well, certainly made it exciting at Martin. So let's check out the updated playoff standings. And we have a lot of drivers, Chris, that are really pretty far below the cut line. You're looking at Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott, and Clint Boyer. Are they to the point where it's now a must-win in these final 2 races for those 4 drivers?
Absolutely. I believe it is a must-win for all of them. I feel like they have to go to each racetrack, take chances to go out and win, and do the things they needed to do to bring home the checkered flag, just like Joey Logano did at Martinsville.
All right, Texas this week. What are the biggest challenges of that racetrack, Chris?
Well, it's tough getting in turn 1. You know, every racetrack has its own challenge, but now since they changed the layout, you look at it as really flat. You can change your angles getting into that corner, and that is a place that you can do some passing if your car is great. I've seen Kevin Harvick learn that racetrack since they changed it. Turn 1 is the toughest place probably on the circuit to get into the corner, because 3 and 4 is kind of wide open. It's an easier corner. So I'm telling you, turn 1 at Texas is so tough to get into. I know that's what we fight in our car every week, and I'm sure all the Cup guys do.
All right, time for our NASCAR Fantasy Live picks. Who do you like this weekend in Texas?
Well, I'm not going to go with Jimmy Johnson. I felt like he had a great race, but he didn't win. I'm going with Kevin Harvick, my normal pick. I feel like Kevin Harvick knows that he's got to keep those guys that are so far back out of the playoff hunt, because those guys can win. Most of them are his teammates, and he knows how well their cars race, so I feel like Kevin Harvick will be your winner.
You stole my pick, but you also opened the door for me to take Martin Truex Jr., and that's who I'm going to go with this weekend. I think when you look at the newly reconfigured Texas track like you talked about, a lot like Kentucky, who dominated Kentucky earlier this year, Martin Truex Jr., I think they're the team to beat this weekend. Plus, I think he has a little bit of motivation, Chris, just a little bit, right?
Martin Truex Jr. is a racer, and when you have the motivation that guy has right now, you better look out. He might lap the entire field.
There you go. All right, make sure you check out NASCAR.com this weekend. Live leaderboards, in-car audio, all your news updates before and after the Texas race. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty, guys. It's the AAA Texas 500 on NBCSN, 3 p.m. on Sunday. Don't miss it.